All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say kohaloyim la Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Chakwadash Barakatah Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach over our let this truth from. Peace, mercy, and blessings to the hopeful elect that believe on this truth and sincerity. It's your brother Yahweh Khan, coming through the spirit of power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai from the GMS Cleveland branch. Lord willing, this be edifying. Son, clicking through the spirit. This is Tools of the New World Part 2. I did part one a few days ago. Going into this article, you see, it says how the tools of the new world align with the Great Reset, and merge with the IOB, which is this digital system coming. And the tools of the new world that they speak about that's written in this article is the smartphone, a bank account, and digital ID. Okay, they say everyone having those three things will make it easier for them to merge into the Great Reset, okay, which will be the CBDC, which will lead to the charagma, the MOTB, the RFID, the brain implants, and the thing is, I did not read this whole article, but I was just scrolling through it and it was more, you know, that could have been spoke about. So that's what I'm gonna do. Lord willing, this be edifying. I'm gonna pick up where I left off. It says, you know, smartphones in their current form, and everyone has a smartphone, okay? A Samsung Galaxy, iPhone. Majority of people got iPhones, and on those things they have the, you know, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it may be, which has them even more attached to those smartphones. And you got people that can't go a day without being on Instagram, okay? Let alone a week. People that can't go they can't live without social media, But it says smartphones in their current form one day become obsolete. What does that word obsolete mean? Out of date, no longer produced or used. Okay, because smartphone will be the people. Okay, but it says in their current form will one day become obsolete, and we are already starting to see glimpses. You see, of a future where new kinds of devices will be required to interact with everything from contactless payments to the coming metaverse. So how do people interact with contactless payments nowadays? Smartphone, okay, you got your Apple Pay, you got your Cash App, your Zelle, your Venmo, okay, you got your Chime. It's all through a smartphone. It says it's gonna be new kinds of devices required. The new kinds of devices is speaking of the speaking of the CHIP. Okay, it says these devices include wearables like augmented reality headsets, which is where your metaverse comes in, and earbuds that can decode brain activity. But they also include what devices that can be inserted into the human body. Okay, Revelation 13 and 16. Let's read that. I'm gonna try to make this quick. You know, at the plantation. This place about to be finished. Okay, you got the title 42 this inspired today. With that, Lord willing, can bring Kale. Salakia. Trying to There's Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16, and he calls it all that he is speaking of the wicked elite that rule in the present evil days, or the biblical Edomites. Okay, they are the ones that's causing all. When you go into the word cause, it's to fashion. Okay, matter of fact, I'm gonna read it, then I'm going to it. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive an MARK in the right hand or in their forehead. Now let's go into the word cause it.
Strong's G 4160. Poieo. Poieo.
Poeo, to make, with the names of things made, to produce, construct, form, fashion. Okay, to make ready. Everybody is being made ready to prepare. Okay, to make a thing out of something. So this thing is being set up. People are being conditioned to receive this CHIP, and the conditioning has been started. It's a gradual effect. Okay, they have a saying. I forgot which one of these devils coined it, but you never let a good crisis go to waste. And that good crisis is speaking of the scandemic that has been going on with the past 3 years. Started in 2020, the beginning, and they just now saying it's over with. But guess what? We know it's more. Okay, you got Kill Gates of Hell. Wrote a whole book about overcoming the next pandemic. Something along those lines, because they know it's gonna happen. Why? Because they are the ones designing it. Okay, and they are conditioning the people to submit to the solution to this problem they are about to bring. We're going back to this article. It says As Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, which I believe he's the same person that made Facebook, it said of the metaverse in his Connect 2021 keynote, there are going to be new ways of interacting with devices that are much more natural, which that's a lie. Okay, let's go to this real quick. It's Job chapter 13 and verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. When we go into that word forge, okay, let's go to it. For the word forgers. To Paul, yeah, to smear plaster over stick glue. Everything that they bring out, okay, it's everything they bring out is not beneficial for the people, but they cover it, okay, they smear it with lies, okay. That's how they hide it. The things that they bring out, they're making it seem like people man merger with technology is going to be natural. It's going to benefit, but nope, that's a lie. Okay. So it says, but ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value, and the physician is meant to heal you. Okay. When they brought up that snake, the snake piss, the snake juice, the beloved Manatazak, the bishop, he let the call, he refers to it as the snake piss. When they brought that out, they made it seem as if it was going to heal people, okay, prevent them from getting the C1 honor. But there was no value. Instead, people got what they call now side effects, which would be the sudden, the sudden death, the heart attacks and blood clots and things of that nature. So everything they bring out, they cover it with lies. But if you remove the lies, you're gonna see that it's harmful. Okay, it's meant to destroy you ultimately, to pollute you. Okay, it says instead of typing or tapping, you're going to be able to gesture with your hands. Okay, why? Because it's gonna be a C hip in your hands. Ultimately, that's what this all leads to. It says say a few words or even just make things happen by thinking about them. Why? Because you're gonna have a brain C hip. Okay, it says hold on. Let's go down. It says, and digital ID is the glue that binds these technologies to the individual, and it allows public and private entities to control, keyword control, what level of access you have to certain goods and services. Okay, that's what we're moving into that next phase to where they're gonna be able to control, okay, and track what you buying, how much of it you buy, whether or not you have access to certain things, to your gym membership, your things like that. That's all gonna come in the near future, Lord willing. Okay. Hold on, so it says digital identity is the all-encompassing tool of the new world that connects to a whole lot more than just your bank account on a smartphone. Okay. With regards to the metaverse, digital identity is the nexus to an interoperable metaverse, according to one WEF report. Concerning financial transactions online, another WEF agenda blog post says that digital identity must be the foundational element to our digital economy. Okay, so basically the thing is, okay, these devils, they want control and they will get it. Okay, because jumping down it says this. Hold on. Oh yeah, Salakia. I don't want to skip this part. It says right here. This program says all roads lead to a system of social credit where citizens' behaviors can be monitored and manipulated through digital means. If you don't take your children to the after school Satanist program, okay, you're not gonna be able to buy food for the weekend. Just hypothetically speaking, that's how it's gonna be. Okay, that social credit system like they doing in China. You won't act a certain way, you won't be able to do certain things. Okay, and that's that manipulation, that control. It says not up to date on your latest mandated medical procedure. You can't go to school or enter a grocery store. You see, you want to drive somewhere outside of your 15-minute city more times than you are allowed in the year. That will cost you. You see, criticize unelected globalist policies. You want to speak out against the laws, legislation, and the bills that's being passed. You are spreading misinformation, and that is dangerous to our democracy. Next thing you know, they throw you in the camp. You took the sea hit, but you try to rebel just by thinking about how you ain't agree with the certain things that they pass, or they throwing you in the camp for however it's gonna play out. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be hell for the people that take the sea hit. You know, but it's ultimately the test, the hour of temptation, which I'm gonna grab that, Lord willing. It says, bought too much meat or consumed too much gasoline. Sorry, you've reached your carbon limit. You will have to go without for the rest of the month. for the rest of the month, or else a hefty fine will be automatically deducted from your programmable CBDC and your digital wallet. So this is hell, okay? And this is coming upon Earth soon. It says this is the type of future that the unelected globalists at the World Economic Forum and their partners envision for society. This is what they want, okay? Cotton Schwab and the elites that control him, this is what they will try to establish, okay? It says this is what the Great Reset represents: the complete destruction of individual autonomy and natural sovereignty in order to usher in a new useless class of so-called global citizens who will comply by force, coercion, or incentivization, meaning they're gonna force you. Okay, they're gonna threaten people. Okay, or they gonna be it's gonna be like, okay, come take this C-HIB and we're gonna put this certain amount, this much digital dollars on it and things like that. The incentives, how they have people, come take the juice and you will get a free, bucket of KFC. Just throwing things out there, hypothetically speaking. That's how the CHIP, the CBDC, this digital system, the to be a part of it. That's how it's gonna be pushed. Either gonna be forced, or they're gonna make it seem as if it's gonna benefit you, or you're gonna receive something for taking it. Okay. It says with whatever mandates their new neo-feudal technocratic overlords impose upon them, it all starts with the tools of the new world. What's that? Digital ID, smartphones, and bank accounts. Okay. Then, as Nilakani told the IMF last month, anything can be done. Everything else is built on that. So let's get a couple of precepts. In Psalms chapter 64 and verse 5, just speaking of the secret counsels of the wicked, it says they encourage themselves in the evil matter. When you go to that word encourage, it's going to say strengthen. Okay, Esau Edom is not slowing down, he is not shying away. Okay, but instead he is increasing. Okay, he is becoming more bold, ultimately because he knows he has but a short time. It says they encourage themselves in the evil matter. That evil matter is them trying to establish the NWO. Okay, them trying to keep Jake at the bottom, really trying to get rid of Jake. Okay, it says they commune of land snares privily. Okay, and there's different traps out here. The GMOs, the fluoride in the water, the chemtrails being sprayed day and night, early morning, late at night. Okay, the the Moism in the TV shows. Okay, the GMOs on the commercials. This is all snares privily. Okay, it says they say who shall see them, because they so cunning and crafty with, just like the serpent was in the garden, that it's like you wouldn't you wouldn't catch on to it unless the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is with you, or you already have some insight on it. Okay, verse 6, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Okay, and these devils, they not stupid, they smart. So they accomplish a diligent search. Same way, a brother be diligent in the truth, well, it's a balance. Esau Edom is diligent on the left hand side. That's how they able to conduct studies and understand how many people prefer to use digital transactions than cash. Okay, that's how they are able to conduct, studies, and then they come up with how they will counter certain situations once they start to happen. You know. But let's go to Revelation chapter 3. Just something quicker through the spirit. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which I come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay? Because those that kept the patience, let's talk about the elect, enduring all things for Yahweh Shah Mashiach's sake, and his truth's sake, for the gospel's sake, for the brotherhood's sake. Okay? When people revile and cast out our name as evil falsely, when people will start to come against us, people who we thought was our friends and so-called family members, and we still believe in how about Shema Shah, the Lord's gonna keep us from the hour of temptation, Lord willing. How is that? He's gonna give us the spirit to endure whatever comes our way. Might have to go a few days without eating, which that's just fasting. Brothers should be doing that already. Okay, you might have to depart from your family because they took the sea hip and now they trying to turn you in because you don't want it. Well, guess what? You should be detached from this world already. A man, no man that worth and taketh himself with the affairs of his life. And it says that I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world Everybody's about to get tested, and those that belong to this world, they gonna fold. You know. But this sound quicker through the spirit, Lord, and this is edifying closing. I'm gonna say, Kohaloyim, La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Machak, Barakatah Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach over our learned this truth from. Peace, mercy, and blessings to the hopeful elect that will live on the truth of sincerity. To next time I say Kwame Asha Allah, Wama Wafla Babal, Shalom.